Going on, everybody? It's your boy, him from there. It's February 17th, 2026. Sorry for the delayed episode. Just had some things to do. Been a little busy, so sorry for the taking so long to put on the next episode. But we here now, and whoo, do we have a lot to talk about? Oh my god! I mean, we only 2 months into the year, and it's been crazy so far, man. I mean, crazy, 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 crazy. I don't even know where to start. Um, I guess last week, after the Super Bowl. Oh, well, first and foremost, man, today, I want to say a big rest in peace to Jesse Jackson. Jesse Jackson passed away. Um, I mean, if you don't know who Jesse Jackson is, then did come on. I mean, very prominent dude in civil rights of African American people for years and years and years. Basically probably the protege of Martin Luther King, and he ran for president twice. And according to South Park, he's the leader of black people. Just a little jokey joke, but no. But rest in peace to Jesse Jackson. We lost a few people this month, man, so far, man. I guess I should go through that first, right? Who all the people that passed away recently. We have a few people passed away, man. We lost Lamont Sanford. um Gotta pay Lamont Sanford passed away. Yesterday Robert Duvall, um very very great actor of our time. Um for me, Robert Duvall will always be the consigliere of the Corleone family. um just in so many other roles. I'm a big fan of the movie Colors. He was great in that. So many movies that Robert Duvall is was in. We lost Dawson, according to black people. Dawson Creek done died. Um that was big. I'm Watched Dawson's Creek. If you grew up in the late '90s, early 2000s, and everybody, well, not to say everybody, but it was a show that was very good, filmed in my home state of North Carolina. So we lost James Vanderbeek. That's his name, not Dawson, but he'll always be known as Dawson. And if you're a fan of the movie Varsity Blues, to me one of the best football movies ever made. Um, Johnny Moxon. I don't want your life. The backup quarterback. And well, if you saw the movie, it ended up being the starting quarterback. But we lost Johnny Moxon. So rest in peace to Johnny Moxon. But yeah, let's the Super Bowl, man. That's what everybody was talking about. I mean, as a sports fan, I was um ready for the game, but if you're the big story was the halftime shows and how people had a problem with it, that so much that the I guess the left, the Republican people, and all the people that have some kind of problem with. And I'd say this is how I feel. If you had a problem with the halftime show, then you had a problem with Spanish people, with Hispanic people. So they went ahead and had planned their own Super Bowl party, Super Bowl halftime show, which to me is just undeniably so racist. Never seen anything like that in my life. You feel so offended by people having this performer perform at the halftime show that you decided to have your own separate halftime show. Never seen that before in my life. I've never seen a Super Bowl that the halftime show was more important than the game itself, but that's the way they made it, and it was an awesome performance. Bad Bunny did his thing. Um, Hell of a performer. Didn't matter if you were didn't speak English, didn't understand what he was saying. Didn't speak Spanish, didn't understand what he was saying. It didn't matter because the performance was awesome, and he was just showing love, and the performance just it was just awesome. And I mean, everything from the set to the dancing to the messages, the hidden messages in there, and everything was just awesome. So chef's kiss for that performance, man. It was very very good, man. But the backlash, oh my God, oh last week, oh my God, every single day these people were saying something about it. And they would, to me, you would, if you had to complain about it, saying the president even tweeted, nobody understand what this guy was talking about. It was disgusting, blah blah blah, this and that, this and that. Everybody from that Megan Kelly lady to all sorts of just media people just disagreeing with the message and saying we couldn't understand them. And when you say stuff like that, you just sound racist against Hispanics. We didn't understand what he was saying. Yeah, he was singing in his language, and his music is in his language. I don't. It was just I don't know. People in this country these days amaze me of how blatantly racist people are now. And I guess um, it's not that they weren't racist before. It's just that it's much more in our face now because of social media. And everybody has a phone and a camera, and they're able to show off their post and whatever how they feel racist every day, all day. That's just how they feel. So they're able to express their racist rants and racist rhetoric and all sorts of just racist things against black and brown people. Now it's just more in your face and expressed because everybody has that option in their phone to just express how they really really feel. That's all it is. That's all it is. um then after the Super Bowl, the whole Cardi B and Stephon Diggs thing was a little, not saying it was crazy, but I mean, I like Cardi. I enjoy Cardi's music. I enjoy Cardi's personality. I like that she puts herself out there and stuff. And from where she came from, as being a stripper to one of the um one of the biggest stars in hip hop and in music. Winning Grammys and awards and just being all over the place, and just where she came from. I respect that for Cardi. That's why I've always liked her. But I guess she picked the wrong dude, man. I mean, when you I seen a video before. This was before she even started dating Cardi. Before she even started dating Stephon Diggs, of I think it was the Minnesota. When he was on the Vikings, the Minnesota Vikings, and when they were interviewing people in the locker room on his team, they're like, "What player would you not let date your sister?" And every single player, at least the ones they interviewed, every single one of them said Stephon Diggs. They was like, Diggs can't date my sister. But this was even before Cardi. But I mean, she got involved with a dude that already had like 3 or 4 baby mamas already, and a couple on the way. So I mean, I don't know. I hope she can heal from this and everything. Not wishing anything bad on Cardi, but um just picked the wrong dude, man. I guess to rebound with, but it's all good. You'll be all right, Cardi. Cardi, I think Cardi be all right, man. Cardi's strong. She from the Bronx. She got this. Um, Mister, I hate calling that guy Mister, but I'm respectful, even though he don't respect us. The President Trump again, um, last week putting out that tweet or video of the messing with, well, not messing, but I guess I don't know. It was like I really don't understand the video what it was all about, but in one part of the video, he showed Michelle Obama and Barack Obama as monkeys, which is just, I mean, you don't even have to, that's all you have to say about that. And then to go and then say it's not racist is just even more crazy than putting the video out and then trying to blame it on a staff member or whatever. That is just all over the place. And then anybody that disagrees with that, saying it wasn't racist, and I've seen black people saying that, well, it wasn't that bad. I mean, come on. I have experienced that whole monkey being called a monkey thing by other races and stuff growing up, and it's not a fun feeling, and it's very racist when you do that, and it hurts. And I'm sure the Obamas were hurt by it, but did our so-called president even issue an apology, even though it was, so he said it wasn't him? Did he even issue an apology? Nope. Nope. He tried to deny it, blame it on somebody else, and felt that it wasn't a racist thing. And that's nuts for me. That's nuts. That's nuts. Um, if you live up here in the Northeast, we had a lot of snow. Snow that's still out there because it snowed a little bit yesterday, but the snow's been here for at least 2 weeks. It's funny though, because in my neighborhood, I still see cars buried. That means these people haven't left, or I don't know, went anywhere for 2 weeks because their cars are still buried. I guess they're like, screw it. I'm not moving. That snow just got to melt. I'm not even gonna dig myself out. But to each his own. That's crazy to me that people
Oh, oh.
that people just leave their car like fuck it. I ain't moving it. Just let that shit sit. Just just let it there. Let it sit there. Whatever. It's been a very eventful February. I can say, man. What did everybody do for Valentine's Day? A lot of people don't really celebrate Valentine's Day, but I find that especially if you're with somebody, to do a little something for Valentine's Day, just something to let them know that you're thinking about them. Some people be like, if especially I know a lot of married people that I see on Facebook that excuse Valentine's Day should be every day. Well, unfortunately, people have kids and jobs and stuff like that, and so they can't do Valentine's Day every day. But I guess it's good to celebrate that one special day for love. Just do it. But yeah, man, I still can't believe some of the stuff that I've seen about that whole. I see. I can't stop talking about it. I've been off, the last episode since the last episode, been off for a while, um, with the podcast. But now that I'm back, I was unbelievable. Like for a week, how upset white people were over that halftime show. Like they were mad. Like that one lady went on a rant talking about it's not about the Latinos and the Super Bowl is ours and it's American football and it shouldn't be that. It was just like I can't believe she just got on TV and rant. That rant was just so I felt it just felt so racist. Like she had no care about going on about how that Super Bowl performance should have went and how it was bad for America and nobody could understand them and my God, like it's crazy, man. Just I've never seen backlash for Hispanic people this much. And I grew up in Washington Heights, man. I have no problems at all with Hispanic, um, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Mexicans. I guess there weren't too many Mexican people around when I grew up, but I mean when I moved out of state, I met a lot of Mexican people. I have a lot of Mexican friends. But just all Hispanics in a whole, from whatever. I've never had any issues with Hispanic people. I mean, yeah, we grew up in Washington Heights. We've had our there's a select few of racist Hispanic people against black people. But that's in any race. People have a problem with another race and everything, but it wasn't as bad. I've had an experience, but it wasn't like bad to a point where I dislike Hispanics. My wife is half Puerto Rican, so that means my children are have a little bit of Hispanic in them too. So I'm not gonna hate Spanish people, but this whole ICE thing with and then I seen a video of ICE and these kids running from like literally running from I guess the bus stop or right from running from ICE. Like that is ridiculous. Like that kids are out here having to run from these guys that trying to detain them and then send them back to their country. And I'm all for doing everything legal and being in this country legally and everything. I'm not saying anything is wrong with that, but once they started shooting people and you know grabbing the wrong people and putting people through things trying to see if they are legally in this country, the way that they're going about it is horrible. It's not being done right, and it's not. It's a human rights issue now, as opposed to an issue of being here illegal. Because the way they're doing it, ICE is just it's not it. It's not the move. That is very 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 bad. At all, it's it's horrible. It's bad. It's bad. And if you see it as good,
Oh no!
then I don't know. It's the issue is just it's hard to especially when you know people that have grown up the way you've grown up and grown up in the same neighborhoods and the same had the same experiences as you and they start supporting Trump it's like why? Like how can you go that way when you grew up this way? When you the things that you were taught, the things that you've been around, the experiences that you've had, especially black people, and then now I don't understand. Like I don't know, and then they call us brainwashed, but I think you guys are the one that are being brainwashed. I mean, it's crazy to support that man. It's nuts that anybody brown can support. And now, I mean, he's always been this bad person, like this horrible person, like politician or not. He's not a good dude, and people support him like he's some kind of god, which is crazy to me. It's fucking nuts. Like, how do we have a president that has more indictments, more felonies than some regular felon? This felon, he has 32 some felonies, and there's some people that have one felony and can't even get a job at a fast food restaurant. But this man can run our country with all these felonies. And then he shows up on that damn list, the Epstein list. That was whole big last year. They're getting more in depth into these lists, this list of Jeffrey Epstein, and that just being involved in that whole situation is, if I was, it's scary. I mean, they got the Clintons and they got a whole bunch of other names, and I'm not calling these people, allegedly, I'm not calling these people pedophiles or anything, but to be mentioned on that list with that next to that man's name is not great. I mean, not. And then people that still support Trump, you support Trump, then you have a problem. You don't have a problem with his name being on that list. And to me, if you have daughters, because the stories of those kids and those little girls, 13 years old, going to that island and having to do um, things of sexual nature with these older, sick men is just disgusting. It's disgusting. And if you support that man, that person, with him, and you're okay with his name being on that list, you have issues. I'm sorry. I like I said, I have daughters, and I couldn't imagine one of my girls I'm having to deal with that and go through that. And prayers and strength to the girls that have been through that. And it's hard to even watch the documentaries on Epstein and everything, and what those girls did and went through and stuff. It's fucking disgusting. And for our sitting president's name to be involved in that list, and people think that shit is okay. It's not okay. It's fucking disgusting. Well, let's get on a lighter note. Let's get to some music. Talk about some music. Music. J. Cole released a new double album. I've given a listen. Been listening to it, I guess, for a good week now since it's been released, and I think it's a decent album. I'm not gonna say it's one. It's not one. I don't think it's better than any of his other albums, but it was fresh to hear some new Cole music. Being a J. Cole fan and everything, so I'm glad he had music out there. I can't. There's not really any standout tracks for me. Um, but he raps. The lyrics are still there and everything. I'm not gonna say the beats are awesome, but the spitting, he's definitely there still. Like he can, he's a natural at rapping, so that's always gonna be there. But like I said, I don't think it's one of his greatest albums, but it's definitely a good listen. To have some J Cole, if you're a J Cole fan, it's good to have some new Cole music out there to listen to, going into the spring. So shout out to J Cole. It's cool that he's going around in his old car and selling the CD out of his trunk. That's great marketing on his part. I think that's cool. Come to Jersey, Perth Amboy, Jersey. Cole. I'll buy a copy. Definitely a fan. I'm from North Carolina, also Morganton, North Carolina. Shout out. But come to Jersey. Cole. He also announced tour. He's going on tour with this album for the summer. He said I think he's gonna be up here July 31st or something like that. But shout out to J. Cole putting out new music. It's always good to have new Cole music. One of the rappers from this generation that I listen to. So I'm glad I got some music from somebody that's you know, putting out that's from this generation. One of the better rappers of our time and of this generation. So shout out to J Cole. Um, I don't know. It feels like February is going by fast, man. We already got Valentine's Day. Um, President's Day was yesterday, so it's this month is soaring. We about to be into March. March Madness is about to start. One of my favorite times of the year. College basketball, Duke all day. Look like they got a good team this year. Well, we have a good team every year, but um, always favored. Duke, Michigan this weekend. I remember back in the days when my Blue Devils beat the Fab Five twice. Fab Five was a great team, man, but my Blue Devils can always say they when they was the Fab Five, they got them twice. So, and one of the times they got them was for the national championship. So, but yeah, Duke, Michigan this year. Michigan is ranked one. Duke is ranked three. So should be a big game this weekend. Shout out to the Duke Blue Devils. Let's go. Let's get it. The All Star game, the NBA All Star game. Let's talk about All Star weekend. It's not as great as it used to be. I mean, I came up with looking. Growing up, we looked forward to the All Star game, and I mean, like the All Star weekend, like from Friday to Sunday, man, was an event. Growing up, man, Friday they had like the I guess um not really. Growing like talk about kids, dudes in like their 40s now that grew up watching. It started Saturday, but Saturday had All Star Weekend, the dunk contest, 3-point contest. That was something like you look forward to that joint. Like we was ready, like, and then we so many classic performances in those dunk contests and 3-point contests. I remember that Craig Hodges. This is as far back. I'm going. Craig Hodges was winning it all the time. That one year he didn't even have a team. He wasn't even signed to an NBA team, and he came and won it. Not even being signed to a team, came and won it. That was a classic moment. Used to have Mark Price in it, Dana Barrows. All the 3-point sharpshooter, Dale Ellis, all the 3-point sharpshooters back in the day. You look forward to watching that. And then the dunk contest, man, with Neek and Spud Webb and Sean Kemp and Kenny Skywalker. Harold Miner put on a spectacular performance one day. J.R. Ryder, um, Kobe won it one year. Um, Kemp was always put on some spectacular dunks, but could never win it for some reason. I don't know. It was crazy. Nate Robinson put on some classic performances. Um, Aaron Gordon and Zach Levine probably put on one of the best dunk contests ever. Dwight Howard put on some spectacular what you call it you remember the year Cedric Ceballos did the blindfold dunk, and then D Brown did a blinded dunk. I mean, there's so many classic moments from that dunk contest. But now it's just I don't even know, like the dude that won it, man. He's like on the end of a bench. I mean, not dissing, shout out to him for winning it, but the star power in it is just crazy. Um, it's crazy that Dame Lillard hasn't played one NBA minute, but got into the 3-point contest and won it. That's crazy for me. But I don't know, these NBA dudes taking days off. I mean, I've never seen. I mean, we're seeing now though, but that's one thing about the NBA that I have my complaint about is the load management shit is crazy for me, man. Like, as a Laker fan, I'm tired of seeing LeBron sit out games, but he'll come for the games that are important but are not important. Like I guess the game, but he'll sit out those games against Wimby and stuff like that when wins that we need. But and then show up at the All Star game. I don't know. Luca, another one now with this load, man. He's kind of injury prone, but sometimes I think he's just sitting out because he's tired. It looks like I don't know. I grew up in the NBA when they was like tape the shit up and let's go. Like they played every night and and they played hard. That's the NBA I'm used was grew up watching when the people like they had to hide Iverson's jersey. They said he said for him to not play injured. They were like he was ready to go, like injured and everything. Man, these dudes nowadays, I guess there's more money involved and more insurance policies or whatever. I don't know, but these NBA dudes these days are soft as baby shit, and I wish they would play harder. But whatever. I'm not. I don't know what their pain tolerance is. So let me not complain because I'm not a professional athlete at all, and I don't know what these dudes go through every day and what they're going through in their lives to not play. But I wish they would play more. That's just how I feel about this current NBA and these NBA players. That's just how I feel. Didn't say anything about the Super Bowl. The damn Seattle, as a 49er fans, I'm sorry to have to say the Seattle Seahawks won it. Um, and then the defense. I knew that defense was going to shut um the Patriots down. They did not have the offense for to compete with that defense because we, to me, have a much better offense when healthy, and we couldn't do anything about it. So against them, so I knew that the damn Patriots wasn't. I just hate that they were blaming Drake May for the, saying that he played horribly. He didn't play horribly. He was playing against a fucking spectacular defense, and they was in his face all game. So what did you want him to do? I mean, he threw 200 some to even get. I think it was like 265 to even get 265 yards on that defense was a feat to me. They was in his face every fucking play, man. So I mean, that defense is crazy. So I mean, anytime you have a defense like that, man, and you don't have an offense to match it, it's gonna be a rough night, and that's what it was. So stop blaming that kid for that Super Bowl loss. That Super Bowl loss was won because that defense was fucking lights out. Um, let's see how February plays out, man. What else crazy shit is gonna happen, man? Because this whole Hispanics thing that this country has got going, it needs to fucking stop, man. It really does, man. It really does. This ice shit got out of hand in Minnesota, and it's eased up a little bit, man. But it really needs to stop, man, because the performance, to me, I'm going back to it because I mean it's something to talk about. It wasn't, to me, it was great. And when you like look on social media and like people's Facebook accounts and different TikTok videos of Hispanic people sitting down watching the Super Bowl and watching the Super Bowl halftime performance, and was so excited to see this man perform because they were represented. Like all we want to do is, like, every race just wants to be seen, and white people for being mad at somebody for just wanting to be seen because you have been white people have been seen everywhere, every so finally, they got a representation of the on the biggest stage, pop culture wise, or like in the Super Bowl, the biggest event of the year in our country, and finally Hispanic people were represented, and that's a good thing. I mean, that's showing growth of our country, and for white people to have a problem with that shit is just you just being fucking racist and mean. Anybody was getting on TV making comments about that shit, you were just being racist and fucking mean. For being mad that this man was performing, and Spanish people all over the country and all over the world were represented for fucking 20 minutes. You've been represented for fucking years since you stole the country and made it your own from the Native Americans. You've been seen for years, and you motherfuckers couldn't bear to give up 20 minutes to have so fucking upset that you had to go and have your own lame ass show on another channel that I couldn't even didn't even. The one thing was crazy. I was like, I didn't even, like, if you wanted to watch it, how did you watch? You had to go to YouTube and whatever and watch it. And it's crazy that Kid Rock is like this whole MAGA support person. And I ain't gonna lie, when Kid Rock first, like, I was a Kid Rock fan. I mean, Ball with the Ball and fucking American Badass and all those songs I was into because he was like hip hop slash rock, and had the whole Run DMC I mean, he performed with Run DMC one time. I'm like, I was with Kid Rock, and then he just went left and fucking, like, it seemed like when he established himself, when he found he used hip hop to get into the game, to get himself known, get his name out there, get his music out there, and then all of a sudden he just went country or whatever genre of music he does now. He just went totally rock after he got in using hip hop, which a lot of people do that shit. They these yeah, with the hip hop movement, and then all of a sudden when they get big and get their name out there, oh no, this is the genre of music I do now. That's kind of crazy. Like your man, Machine Gun Kelly did that shit. He was hip hop. He was a rapper. I don't know if that whole M thing was what pushed him back to being a rock, but I don't know. To each his own, man. But that just seems like what you know what they do. But whatever. But again, being these people, white people being upset that the Hispanics had 20 minutes of you know, of representation on one of the biggest stages of entertainment is great. So applaud that shit, man. Be happy about that shit, man. Don't fucking hate that shit because it was a great moment in Super Bowl history, performances, and in Hispanic history.
Amazing. Incredible. Outstanding.
It was great. So
Amazing.
don't hate on that shit. So yeah, man. So far, man, February, man, the first couple of weeks have been very eventful. We like I said, we lost some people, and I hope it I hope we have some positive shit going on, man. That's one thing about this podcast that I'm gonna try and do is speak on the positive things in life, man. Because we definitely need to hear the good, man, as opposed to hearing the ugly and the bad things in this world, man. Um, it's hard with social media because it's like social media is weird, and I'm not saying I'm not addicted to it because I like seeing different people and different walks of life and different opinions and everything. But some of the shit on there, man, is just crazy, man. Like people get on and tell you what you should be doing and what you I don't know. Like I said, I've said in later shows, everybody's a fucking relationship expert and old dudes getting on there telling dudes you shouldn't wear Jordans nowhere. Don't tell excuse me. Don't get on what you're gonna try to tell other grown men how to live their lives, man. What I'm telling everybody is live your life, man. Do you. That's what we need to be, man. Be free, man. I mean, how can you be free if you're trying to be like somebody else, man? If you're trying to be like somebody else, you never will be free. So when these idiots I'm gonna stop calling people idiots. These people, it just upsets me this much when I see these posts or these videos or these guys getting on telling dudes what they shouldn't wear anymore, what you shouldn't be doing as a grown man, and those different things, man. Do you, man? Enjoy your life is what you should be doing as a grown man. Telling people, you're getting old. So when somebody tells me I'm getting old, I'll be like, "Yep, I am," and it's amazing. I'm about to be 50 years old in a couple of years, and I am so looking forward to it because being a black person coming from where I'm from, I'm not saying it was that rough, but I could have fell into the same different things that any black man that grew up in the projects could have fell victim to, but I didn't, and I'm here, and I'm married, and I have three beautiful children, and I'm alive. That's amazing to me. So when somebody tells me you're getting old, yep, I'm getting old, and it's only gonna get better. Not ashamed of being old. Um, would I like to have my hair back? Of course I would. My 360 waves was amazing. My high top fade was amazing. I'd love to have my hair back, but I don't have any grays. Knock on wood. But like I said, I'm here, and I still, I'm glad to age. So people get on tell you certain things you shouldn't be doing as a grown ass man. Do you, man? You should be living as a grown ass man and doing whatever the hell you want. If that's playing video games, wearing Jordans, um, just do you, man. Do you. That's the best thing that you can do as a human, man, is live your life, man, and don't listen to anybody else and have them telling you how to live your life. It's yours. God gave it to you, so don't try to be like anybody else. Be yourself, if anything. All right, man. I think that's my 30 plus minutes, man. I got for y'all today. Um, that's what I'm trying to do with these episodes, man. Um, interviews coming soon. I'm trying to get people to sit with me for a couple of minutes and talk and share their opinions about stuff. So interviews will be coming soon. Just look out for that and just keep trying to listen. Um, you can catch this show on Apple Podcast, on Spotify Podcasts, and on YouTube. Um, I'm gonna put a list of all the things places that you can listen to me at, and just show support, man. I got 18 listeners, man. I'm I'm moving up in the world. I check my analytics, and I got 18 listeners. So to them 18 people that are checking me out, thank you, and keep listening, and I'm gonna keep doing them. Um, sorry, some of the 30 minutes, 40-minute shows, they'll get longer. But I hope for 30 minutes I've captivated you and helped you get through your day and or whatever you're doing. If it's cleaning or if it's riding public transportation to your job or if you're sitting on your lunch break listening to me, thank you for your time, and I will holler. All right. Thank you for your time. This is him from there. Peace.